Hi guys, it's Dave here, and in today's video we're going to be learning how to play bar chords. So let's get straight into it. So all of our bar chords are based on our open chords. So for example, the first one we'll be learning is the E shape. So you should already know your E chord, like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch our finger position. So our middle finger is on the G string on the first fret, our ring finger is on the second fret of the A string, and our little finger is on the second fret of the D string. And that still makes an A chord. And we're going to slide everything up one fret, like that, and then we're going to place our first finger on the first fret on all the strings, like that. And that is the shape for our bar chord. And this shape can be played across the whole fretboard. So, if you know what all the notes of the E string are, you should be able to figure out what chord you're playing. So, for example, if we have a bar chord at the third fret, our index finger will be on the third fret, and the third fret is a G, so therefore we're playing a G major chord. As you can see, our index finger kind of works in the same way that a capo would. Imagine a capo on the third fret, and you would play an E chord, like that. So, if you moved up to the fifth fret, we'd have an A chord. Or the seventh fret, we'd have a B chord. If you don't know the names of the notes on the strings, then I have a video linked for you where you can learn every note on all the strings, and it will help you know what chord you're playing. So, that is how you play a bar chord, a major bar chord on 6 strings based on E. Let's have a look at our finger positioning so that we can play the chords with relative ease. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure our middle finger, ring finger, and little finger are being played on the tips of our fingers. So not like that, we're going to use our tips. And then we're going to place our thumb, if I position myself down here, on the lower half of the neck, behind the neck. And what that will do is it will straighten this finger out and make the bar chord easier to play. So, if you see my thumbs here, and if I lower it down, my finger straightens out naturally, just like that. And then just push down, and we have our bar chord. Squeezing really hard on the guitar won't help a great deal. It will help to an extent a little bit, but you should be focused on just pushing with your fingers, and you can push your chest into the guitar a little bit, and it'll give you a bit more power. Cool. So, all we have to do to turn this major chord into a minor chord is take our middle finger off. So now our middle finger's off, and we have a G minor chord. And again, this chord can be shifted all the way up the fretboard and all the way back down the fretboard again. So, our third bar chord we're going to be learning out of 4 that we're going to be learning today is the A-based bar chord. So, if we place our middle finger on the second fret of the D string, our ring finger on the second fret of the G string, and our little finger on the second fret of the B string, we have an A chord, as you know. And what we're going to do, just like the first chord we learned, is we're going to shift everything up one fret, and then we're going to bar the first fret with our index finger. And there is a B flat chord. And then, obviously, a B chord, a C chord, and all the way up, this shape can be used along the fretboard. So yeah, so as you can see, that's just like an A chord in terms of the shape. To make a minor chord on 5 strings, it's a similar shape to the actual major chord, the first major chord we learned. So if you take an A minor chord and we put our middle finger on the first fret of the B string, our ring finger on the second fret of the D string, and our last finger, our little finger, on the second fret of the D string, we've got an A minor chord there. We're going to shift everything up one fret and place our finger on the first fret there. And yeah, we've got a minor chord. And obviously the root is on the fifth string where our index finger is, because we're not going to be playing the E string for this chord. And if you know all the notes of the A string, then you'll know what chord you're playing. So if our index finger is on the third fret, we're going to be playing a C minor, or a D minor if we're on the fifth fret. So those are how you play bar chords on the guitar. I'd suggest also checking out the 10 chords that every beginner guitarist should know. That would be a useful video for some of you. And make sure you like the video, comment to let me know how you've got on with everything, and subscribe to my channel for more videos because there will be much more to come. See you in the next video.